Yeah.
Behold the warning. They tried to silence him. Before hashtags, before social media, before people started asking, how did we get here? The warning was already written. In 1991, a man named William Bill Cooper released a book called Behold a Pale Horse. This wasn't fiction. This wasn't entertainment. This was a warning. Cooper was a former U.S. Navy intelligence officer. He wasn't guessing, he was documenting. And what he exposed cost him his life. William Cooper warned that the greatest threat to America was not a foreign army, but a domestic power structure. He said the goal was control. Total control. And the biggest obstacle standing in their way? The United States Constitution. Cooper said it plainly, as long as the Constitution stood, they could not openly establish a dictator, a sovereign, a ruler over the people. So, what had to happen first? They had to chip away at it, undermine it, redefine it, suspend it temporarily, until temporary became permanent. Sound familiar? He warned that political parties were not saviors, they were instruments. Two hands, one system. And he specifically warned that the Republican Party would be positioned to normalize permanent authority, a ruler model instead of representation. Not leadership, dominance, not service, power. He warned that fear would be the weapon. Emergencies, crises, disasters, immigration, crime. Fear would be used to convince people to surrender rights for safety, and once rights are surrendered, they are never freely returned. He warned about FEMA, emergency powers, and enforcement agencies being turned inward, not to protect the people, but to control them. Look around. Federal agents killing citizens in broad daylight. Homes taken, doors kicked in, families displaced. Spanish-speaking brothers and sisters hunted, treated like criminals on land that was stolen long before laws were written. They tell people they don't belong here while standing every day on land taken from native people. They talk about law and order, but ignore the laws of nature, the laws of human dignity, the laws that existed before conquest. Cooper warned this would happen. He said it would not be about race alone, it would be about status. The haves versus the have-nots. Citizens turned into subjects, workers turned into suspects, human beings reduced to numbers. He warned about information control, how truth wouldn't be banned, it would be rebranded. UFOs became UAPs, ridicule turned into disclosure. And the same government that said it was all fake created entire departments to study it. Not because they suddenly got honest, no, but because managing perception is power. Cooper warned about a new world order. Not a conspiracy buzzword, but a system. A system where sovereignty flows upward, where corporations outrank people, where councils override nations, where morality bows to money. He warned about identity theft on a global scale. People claiming ancient authority while exercising modern empire. Scripture warned about this long before Cooper ever spoke. I know them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Revelation 2:9. That's not about ethnicity. That's about false authority and stolen identity used to justify power. And then, William Cooper was silenced. In 2001, he was fatally gunned down on his own property during a confrontation with government officials. After years of harassment, after warnings, after being labeled dangerous for telling the truth, they killed the man, but they couldn't kill the message. Today, his book is still available. You can buy it. You can read it. You can listen to it for free on YouTube. No excuses, no paywall on awareness. So, here's the call, and this is not about likes. If this truth resonates with you, share it. If you believe in truth, justice, equality, and human dignity, share it. Because silence is compliance and awareness is resistance. This is how we fight back, not with chaos, but with knowledge. Read the book. Question everything. Cross-check the facts. Because the truth speaks louder than the lie, and always has. Brought to you by Tora Walker's OTF. Brought to you by Human Decency. Brought to you by love. Brought to you by justice, and ultimately brought to you by Yahweh and Yahwashi, the master of all. Stay awake, stay informed, and don't let their silence become yours.
Truth don't whisper. Truth echoes. Truth don't whisper. Truth echoes. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. He tried to warn us when the radio still crackled. Files in the shadows, Constitution getting shackled. He said they'd infiltrate, play red and blue costumes. Same script, different actors, same crooked back rooms. He spoke on power grids, false flags, silent coup. Said freedom died slow, not with bombs but with rules. They renamed UFOs, new offices, new seals. Same sky, same secrets, just classified deals. They chip away the law, call it safety and order. Borders get tighter while the rich cross the border. Homes get seized, families labeled illegal while standing on land that was never theirs, period. This ain't theory, this is pattern recognition. Read the past and you'll predict the next position. When truth becomes dangerous, the messenger's the threat. That's why they don't debate him, they erase him instead.
La verdad no muere.
Aunque quieren callarla,
Truth doesn't die even if they try to silence it.
Al-Haqqa wal Zoom Yamfani.
La justice live, men don't lie.
We still here, we still see, we still breathe truth. He died on his land, painted as the villain, but villains don't leave footnotes. Villains don't show citations, government guns at the gate, headlines stay vague. That's how you bury your truth without digging the grave. Fast forward now, same boots, new badges, different faces climb once it hits their addresses. When the good face down, three shots to the sides. Now the shock feels real when it knocks on their climbing. Ask George Floyd where justice went. Ask how many names never made the event. Pain ignored until the mirror reflects. Now empathy wakes up when privilege gets checked. This ain't race bait, this is power exposed. Same hand on the neck, just different code. When law forgets humanity, uniforms lie, and silence becomes the loudest side.
La verdad no muere.
Al-Haqqa
Truth doesn't die even if they try to silence it.
wal Zoom Yamfani.
La justice live, truth don't die.
La verdad no muere,
Al-Haqqa.
la justice se leve. Al-Haqqa wal Zoom Yamfani.
La justice live, truth don't die.
Yeah. This land remembers footsteps before paperwork, before borders, before deeds, before paperwork, before they told you who belonged, before nature needed permission to breathe. Human rights ain't new, they're ancient, stolen, renamed, sold back to us with interest, yeah. This ain't about color, it's about control. Every tribe got roots, every people got soul. Lions run with lions, eagles stay high. Unity ain't sameness, it's truth aligned. They profit off division, monetize the fear. Keep us arguing crumbs while the vault disappears. This song ain't hate, it's a line in the sand. We don't bow to elites with blood on their hands. Read the book, watch the footage, think for yourself. Truth don't need permission, it survives the shelf. They call them crazy, they call us the same. That's how you know we're touching the nerve, not the fame. La verdad no muere. La justice se leve. La verdad no muere. If this hit you, it was meant to. If it made you uncomfortable, good. Truth doesn't ask for likes, but it does need to be shared.